What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel slash vlog. We're going to talk about what happened with the GTR. I removed the valve body today, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of the carnage that happened, and I'm going to explain how it happened. So my neighbor asked me if I would feed his guinea pigs for the next week, and I said sure, why not. We started talking a little bit about cars, and he said, yeah, your Charger was the fastest thing I ever drove. And I was like, well, you drove my Charger when it was relatively stock. And he goes, oh yeah, man, but that thing was fast. So I was like, you gotta drive the GTR, right? The point of this car is to share my love and passion with other people. And sometimes if I have enough trust in you, I'll let you drive it. So we went for a little putt out of the neighborhood, got on the freeway, and he was like, holy man, this thing is fast. And he was maybe a quarter throttle into it. And I was like, hey, you gotta try launch control, because it's the greatest thing there is. And so what I failed to remember was a couple nights before that, I was racing in Mexico with some friends. It was hot, and I turned up the boost on launch, and I raised the RPM a little bit. So fast forward to the night we're driving, I forget. He gets on launch control, and I tell him, all you have to do now is let off the brake when you're ready. He lets off the brake, the car goes, and I'm like, fuck. So I switched spots with him. I tried getting it into different gears. It won't go into any gear, and we're on a little turnout that goes back onto the freeway. So I was like, well, we at least got to get off of this. So I put the car in reverse, and thankfully it backed up. I called the tow truck, towed it home. But here is what we did. So I've cleaned up the valve body a little bit, but as you can see, there's just metal flakes, or go fast flakes as my friend Billy Rowland likes to call them, absolutely everywhere. There's chunks, and it's just an absolute hot mess. There's another big chunk right there. Another shot inside the oil pan. You can see the magnets are just covered. And we put some more chunks that we got off of the valve body in the pan. But there's that. So here's the gear set. You can see first gear has been pretty well stripped clean. Everything else looks pretty good, but unfortunately this trans is a little toast. So unfortunately, this is where the car sits in its current state. The trans is still in the car. It's just opened up. So now we are faced with what is the next step. I have talked with my tuner and the company that I've been working with very closely, and we have decided that we're going to try and source a used trans and hopefully have it built by Shep. It's a little more expensive than I have the money to afford right now, but it might be a while. So this is get well soon. I'll talk to you soon, John.